Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. A very warm welcome to this live session. Hussain Qazi here. AFM June 25, 6-week strategy. Students, as you know that March 25 result has published, and in fact 5 days has gone, 5 or 6 days has gone. The dust has settled. Now it's time to make a very concrete and comprehensive strategy about your upcoming June 25 exams. Today's particular agenda, the exclusive agenda is about how to make the right strategy towards the June 25 AFM exam. And may Allah, God willing, you people will be able to get success if you follow the advices whatever I'm providing here, or in fact I've advised you previously as well. So number one, the point, 4 points, the very concrete and the target points. March 25 result is published. Now it's time to discuss what's next. What's next? What's next for the June 25 exam? Today is 20th of April, and do remember your exam is scheduled 6th of June, Friday. So the relevant point is that remaining time period only 6 weeks. Remaining time period only 6 weeks. And for the 6 weeks, you need to cover or complete or revise the syllabus content plus the exam techniques as well. Practice the question with the exam techniques. So the point is that the core point that the students, every students wanted to know, sir, during this 6 weeks, what the main ingredients, what the main focus area that we need to know or we need to focus to get the success. And obviously that is about something AFM success rules. AFM success rules. If someone asks me that, what particular 2 points, what is 2 straight points or 2 straight liner about the success of the AFM exam for next 6 weeks, I must say that number one, knowledge of the 100% syllabus plus exam techniques, the first point. Number two, exam simulation as much as possible. So whatever I advise you today, it's all about knowledge, or emphasize about knowledge of the syllabus. That's 100%. With honesty, you have to cover 100% syllabus. You don't even think about that, sir, is there any guesswork? That's, if you have a mindset about that, something, the guesswork, I wanted to opt it, that's totally irrelevant, that's rubbish. Focus with honesty. Have to cover 100% knowledge. And you people must have to aware about that. For all strategic professional level of exams requires the exam techniques as well. Any of the student only have the knowledge of the syllabus but not competent to apply the exam techniques, student will not be able to pass the exam. Exam techniques includes professional skill marks. Exam techniques include time management. Exam techniques include drafting techniques. Exam techniques includes marks management. All these things, don't worry about that. All these components of exam techniques, that the part of my question practice course, don't worry about that. But what you should do, have to learn that and apply that. So first thing is that Knowledge plus exam techniques. Both are important. Number two, if any of the students just learn the thing in a manner, learning is not only about the watching of video, the reading, it's not about the learning. Learning includes your application, your step forward, your self attempt. If any of the students eager to self attempt the questions and ready to attempt the question and identify the mistakes of their own, that's the real student who wanted to success. So learning includes watching the videos, reading the material, and self attempt. Self attempt with exam conditions. That's called exam simulation. At max as possible. Students who are taking the live session, can you please apply me? Is my voice clear to all of you? And are you people getting the matter, getting the points, whatever I'm saying here? It's not only about the motivation. It's about the consistency that's important. If you wanted to get success, motivation, support you, but not provide the right path towards the success. Motivation plus consistency. That's called discipline. That's the key point. That's good. One by one. Now unfolding these 2 points. What includes the knowledge? You know, you people must have to aware about that. Number 2, what includes the exam simulation? Both things. But before unfolding these 2 points, number 1, before unfolding these 2 critical points, students, once again, whatever I've said to you, basically it's about the 5 things. Means next 6 weeks, if someone asks me that, sir, how to move forward? How to move forward? Share us the points, the pointer. There are 5 pointers for the next 6 weeks. That's called how to move forward. Number 1, concept building. That's called knowledge of the syllabus. That's called concept building. Number 2, exam techniques. Number 3, theory. Accept the reality that you will face your examination where 50 to 55% exam, 50 to 55% of the exam will be theory. Number 4, mock exams. And number 5, the practice questions other than mock exam as max as possible. For concept building, what you people need to do? Listen carefully. If you people have registered for my regular course, you have to follow the roadmap and the portal lectures. And if you people just part of my question practice course, that is called crash course, you have to follow the revision. You have to follow the quick revision structure. Don't worry, I will let you know what includes a quick revision structure. Number 2, the exam techniques. About the exam techniques, all of you students have the access of my question practice course. If you don't have the access of my question practice course, you have to inform me on my WhatsApp or the relevant WhatsApp group. You can drop a message in person to me. No worries about that. For exam techniques, whatever includes a question practice course, you have to follow that. How to cover the question practice course, I have already shared a video. But if you have any issue about the how to access the how to cover the question practice course, I will let you know. Number 3, make sure you are also covering the theoretical content. Make sure that you are also covering the theoretical content, students. What includes the theoretical content? Number 1, Kaplan 6 chapters plus my notes plus suggested answers plus practice. Kaplan 6 chapters plus notes plus suggested answer plus practice. Number one, which Kaplan 6 chapters? All of you people know that I regularly say to you that these 5 chapters of the Kaplan you have to cover as soon as possible. These 6 chapters. And what is, if you people haven't covered the Kaplan, these 6 chapters, I strongly suggest you have to spare some time and read this content for next 15 days. There are two important things you need to bear in your mind whenever you are covering the Kaplan text. Number one, for all these 6 chapters, you only focus the theoretical aspect. Ignore the calculation aspect. Number one. So automatically, if you ignore the theoretical calculation component, automatically the content becomes squeezed. And by the way, I'm asking all, I am suggesting only these 6 chapters. The rest of the part you can cover with the notes. Although my notes cover these components as well, but also I emphasize to cover these content as a theoretical matter. Number one, ignore calculation. Number two, read this content just like reading of the newspaper. Whenever you are reading the newspaper, your intention is not to learn the thing. Your intention to get the knowledge, understand the context of the situation. So just read the content of the theoretical aspect of all the six chapters as soon as possible. Number one. Number two, whenever you are covering my syllabus, as you know that syllabus includes the component of AIA, Advanced Investment Appraisal. Number two, acquisition mergers, business reorganization, financial reconstruction. Number three, risk management. That's forex, interest, swaps. These are the three main components of the syllabus. Number four, the bond valuation. And number five, other theory area. These five components of the syllabus. These are the five components of the syllabus. For example, if you are covering the advanced investment appraisal, what the sequence should be? The sequence should be number one, quickly cover the regular lecture. Quickly cover the regular lecture as soon as possible. Then move towards my notes. Read the notes. Number three, simultaneously cover the question practice course. Simultaneously cover the question practice course. Wait a minute. One moment. Yes, apologies for this inconvenience. For example, if you wanted to cover the advanced investment appraisal, first of all, you have to cover my regular lecture from regular lecture, regular course, and you have to speed up the coverage of the regular lecture as soon as possible. Then read the notes. Then cover the question practice course. What's the question practice course? This is the question practice course. This is the question practice course. This is the question practice course. Then, once you cover this question practice course, after that, move towards acquisition merger, business reorganization, financial reconstruction. Then move. That means first the regular, then read the notes, then question practice course. And obviously, you people have also covering the content from the book as well, the Kaplan 6 chapters. You need to apply same principle with or same strategy with 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 as well. This is called simultaneous approach. Inverted commas. Simultaneous approach. This is called simultaneous approach. If someone say that, sir, first I will cover the regular lecture, because regular lecture only about the concept building, although having practice question, but someone say that first cover the regular lecture, then move to the QPC. No, not at all. You have to cover first regular lecture, simultaneously the notes reading, simultaneously the question practice course. Why I am saying this? Because of that, regular lecture is about concept building, question practice course is about exam techniques. So automatically, if you simultaneously develop the things, you will be able to develop the confidence in a manner to confirm or to emphasize that, okay, I know very well, I know very well about the knowledge, plus I know that how to handle the exam. For example, if you are covering AIA, normally between 20 to 30 marks, examiner examine AIA. So that means you cover the concept plus question practice course, you means 20 to 30 marks you have saved. If you cover acquisition merger, BR, FR, business reorganization, financial reconstruction, regular plus QPC, that means you have added 35 to 40 or 45 more marks. Means 60 to 70 marks you can save once you cover regular plus question practice course. Then move to risk management. You will be able to save your regular plus QPC with exam techniques around 80%. Then bond valuation and other theory, you will be able to secure your 100% syllabus or 100% marks. So confidence will build basis on the marks, basis on the security of the marks. So that is the point. So this is called simultaneous approach. I must mention here simultaneous approach. The students who are resetters, and only have the access of the question practice course, I strongly suggest you need to make a quick review of the content, whatever you have covered previously, and start the question practice course as soon as possible, including the notes, because the student who only registered for question practice course or the crash course already have 100% course notes. Further, mock schedule. I will share the mock schedule once again, later part of this session, don't worry. And the question grid as well. That's practice with the exam simulation. I will share the question grid as well. Okay, once again, we need to focus, unfold the knowledge, unfold the exam simulation. How this, these 2 points you have to work out accordingly. Number one, refer to the checklist. One moment. Yes. Number one, for the knowledge and the exam technique. Number one, the checklist. I have made a complete course checklist for you. In fact, this is some sort of gift for you. That's very valuable. For the complete syllabus, this is the checklist. For example, if you have covered the advanced investment appraisal, you need to know that for calculation aspect, these 5 points, you must have a good command. For example, number one, for advanced investment appraisal, examiner examine NPV or APV or BSOP or foreign investment appraisal or some small topics, duration, MIRR, risk and uncertainty, like value at risk. So if you have already covered the investment appraisal, you just recall the thing with this content for calculation. For theoretical aspect, examiner examine these points. This is a checklist. And from the next week, from next live sessions, I will conduct a quick review for this checklist. First, I will conduct 1 hour session for advanced investment appraisal, where I will quickly cover or quickly review the content of these 5 points of calculation and the theoretical aspect of these 9 points. Plus, I have attached the revision questions here. But student, revision question, this is not the right time to move directly for the revision questions. No, this is not the right time. About the revision questions, we will discuss this point at the end of this month or start of May. So ignore for the time being about the revision questions, but use this checklist that may ensure that you have covered these components of the syllabus. Same for acquisition merger. If you have already covered the acquisition merger, make sure that calculation part you have a good command for this 7 points. And for theory, you have good command for these 10 points. The revision questions, these are the revision questions. For business reorganization, these points. And theory, financial reconstruction, forex, interest rate risk management, and for some independent theoretical areas. From next week, I will start the workout for the quick revision of individual topics. First, I will cover advanced investment appraisal, then acquisition merger, then BR, then financial reconstruction, then forex, then interest, then more specific theoretical areas. Students, can you please reply me? Is this the checklist valuable for you? Yes or no? And do you really want to make a quick revision for all content? हाँ ही बोलेंगे. So what you people really wanted to do? Till the last night of the exam, I will give the revision for you. Believe me, if I make a strategy like this, you will not be able to pass the exam. Because the main thing is, these are my efforts, it's not yours. Your effort is to implement the thing, no? That's the point. Any tutor of any professional qualification only provide the direction. This is what about the direction. Okay, that's a point. Okay, once again, come to the point, the 6-week strategy. So knowledge part, that's refer the checklist. Number 2, exam techniques. Exam technique. Okay, exam technique. Come on, for exam technique. One by one, exam technique. Some key points. Number 1, students. It's now it's time. Now it's time. It's a time to wake up and accept the reality. Accept this reality that you will face the exam 50% or in fact 55% theory and 45% calculation. Sometimes 60% theory and 40% calculation. Accept this reality. Open your eyes. This is reality. From now to another 6 weeks, whatever you need to, whatever the time you will invest, whatever the time you will invest for preparation and revision, make sure that you are investing the time in a manner that at least 50% for theory and 50% for calculation. Believe me, if any of the student invests 100 hours and only invest, most of the time students only invest 10 to 15% for theory and face the exam where 50% calculation, 50% theory. And this is the only reason, main core reason, that the student not able to pass exam. So first thing is that accept the reality, motivate yourself and make a discipline. Invest your time for the regular course, for the revision course, for self-attempt in a manner that 50% time you are investing for calculation and 50% for theory. In fact, every 3 to 4 days, you have to, after 3 to 4 days, you have to ask yourself, have I already spent my time? Have I already done my time with the AFM with 50% theory or calculation? If your inner says no, that means you are not in the right track. You need to improve yourself. I'm not saying that you start your improvement from the day one, but try to improve your situation over the time. But because any of the human being accept the reality and then develop the path with that reality, the human being will get the success. And once again, I am saying here, motivation is a key factor, but the discipline, consistency and discipline add on to get the success. Only motivation, you will not be able to get past. Number 1. Number 2, listen carefully about the exam technique. Once you cover my question practice course, you will observe that. Examiner has given you a lot of ways for the smart calculation. Lot of ways for smart calculations. And you have to emphasize that. Yes, in I have to learn the smart way of calculation. For example, all spreadsheet functions. By the way, any of the students have not started the working with CB format have to start the working from CB format. Don't even think about that you will attempt any of the question manually. You're just wasting your time. If you're working calculations theory, working on the calculations, practicing manually, you are wasting your time because your paper, you will face the paper with a spreadsheet. Simple spreadsheet functions, sum, for example, the sum, for example, the powers for the calculation of inflations. So actually, you will be able to save the time. Further, shortcuts. Use the shortcuts, the NPV shortcuts, the IRR shortcuts, MIRR shortcuts. ACCA, I have made a video about the CAPM shortcut. That's ACCA introduced 2 semesters before. I will attach the link after the session with this Excel file. CAPM shortcut, BSOP shortcut, BSOP shortcut calculator. So make sure that you are working with a smart way of the calculation. Number three. Number three, theory. Number one, about the theory, knowledge, whatever I have said earlier, by reading the notes, by reading the Kaplan, that's your knowledge, plus drafting techniques. Whatever I suggest the drafting techniques with my QPC course, you have to work out. For example, with AFM exam, if examiner asks something about, for example, about acquisition merger synergy, examiner never expect to only write the knowledge of synergy, but you have to write synergy plus the application of synergy with the case. So application of the knowledge is the key. Don't learn anything. You don't need to learn the definition of synergy. You don't need to learn anything. BSOP limitations. Just understand and apply with the case. Apply with the case. Second important thing. Always write the answer which is relevant. Relevant means relevant to the marks and relevant to the requirement. Read the requirement carefully and write the answer according to the mark. Apologies for this inconvenience. Can you please reply me? Are you able to hear me? Yes, I was saying that for drafting techniques, the second point is that your answer must be relevant according to the requirement, according to the marks. According to the requirement means read the requirement very carefully. Read the requirement very carefully, what examiner asks, and attempt the question or write the answer with the marks. For example, if something about 6 marks, you have to draft the answer with the 6 marks. If examiner requirement is explain and apply, so have to explain, define and apply with the case. And do practice as much as possible. You know what is my dream what is my dream with viewpoint of my students or with my WhatsApp group, what I'm expecting? A lot of drafting answers share on the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group, don't share me personally. Share lot of theoretical answer in my WhatsApp group and regularly ask the students, sir, please check my answer. Is this according to requirement? Is this according to marks? How I am improving? Me and my academic team have a dream that my every morning I wake up and get a lot of messages from the students. I wish that that dreams comes that dream comes true. So write the answer with the CV format about the exam questions and share with us. But the point is that please start practicing, especially for the drafting. Further, a very important thing, a very important thing. So, first I've covered or unfolded the knowledge and exam techniques matter. Number 2 point, exam simulation. Exam simulation. Students, for exam simulation, you have to lock, number one, for exam simulation, you have to lock these dates. Mock number one, mid mock, 26th of April, coming Saturday. Topic, advanced investment appraisal and acquisition merger. Advanced investment appraisal and acquisition merger. Marks 75. Marks 75. 75 marks. Mock 2, mock 3, full scale mock. Mock 2, that's prepared by my academic team based on the past mocks of the ACC. Date 17th. Mock 3, ACCA will publish June 25. Mock mid of the next month, May. Date 24th. Mock number 1, you have to attempt. I will conduct a debriefing. Mock 2 and 3, you have to attempt. I will conduct debriefing and me and my academic team will share you individual feedbacks. Important point. You don't even think about that you will not attend the mock. You don't even think. And don't reply me or my admin team or my academic team that I am not prepared for this. No, you have to prepare for that. And irrespectively how much syllabus you have covered, you have to attempt that. Will you attempt that mock? Can you please reply me? That's great. That's great. So the point is that do it yourself and accept your mistakes, identify and accept your mistakes. That's called growth. In my dictionary, someone asked that what is the meaning of growth? So I suggest to all the students, it's a message to all humanity that growth means, first of all, you need to work yourself. You need to work yourself and then identify mistake and accept your mistakes. That means growth. Automatically your position will grow. Next time, based on your experience, you will perform better than before. You know, one time Bill Gates said, my best competitor, which I assume that the most which the Bill Gates wanted to defeat The competitor who wanted to defeat is the progress of my own self. My past record is my best competitor. So actually your competition is with your own progress. But the important point is that you have to start your progress accordingly. One key statement, quickly, one key statement, quickly cover the regular course. Quickly cover the regular course. And if you feel that during the coverage of the regular course, something is not clear, something are gray areas for calculation for theory, something are gray areas. You feel that I'm not confident with the regular structure. Something is not 100% clear with the 70%, 75% for theory and calculation. No worries. That 30% will automatically adjust with question practice course or practicing the question. If you more emphasizing with the regular course, less emphasizing with the QPC, you will be in a losing position. Quickly complete the regular course. If something gray, if you are understanding 70, 65%, no worries. The things will cover with the question practice course. The things will cover with the exam simulations. So your prime focus is to complete your regular course as soon as possible and simultaneously add a question practice course. For example, quickly complete advanced investment appraisal and then go for question practice course. Quickly complete acquisition merger. Go for question practice course. Quickly complete BR, business reorganization. Go for question practice course. Same for rest of the syllabus. Students, one very important thing. Whenever you are attempting the mock exam or self-practice questions, some important points you need to notice. Obviously, these are the mock exams that I conduct, no? I will conduct. But obviously, you will practice by your own. So, some important point. This is what about the question grid. This Excel file is very important, as you know that. This is question grid. No? The relevant past exams are September 18 till December 24. All of the students, first of all, ignore these two past papers because I have a plan for these two past papers. That plan will implement next month. So for you, the exam simulation, you have the question till December 23. Till December 23. Yeah. Whenever you are practicing any exam question, so you must have to aware 3 things in your mind that you are not practicing actually the exam simulation, which includes 3 things. First of all, you assume that you are examination hall, so avoid the distractions. Avoid distractions means, first of all, switch off your mobile, shut down the door, open the system and open the CV format. Open the CV format and log the time. For example, 50 marks question, you have to log time for 90 minutes. Don't worry about that. This spreadsheet is for you. Don't worry. This is for you. Okay, once again, exam simulation, avoid distraction, open the CV format, 90 minutes for 50 marks question, 90 minutes for 25 marks question, 45 minutes. Log the time and put your best effort. Put your best effort for both, not only for calculation for theory. If the 50 marks question and having 25 marks theory, 25 marks question, calculation, have to put your best effort for theory and calculation. That's called exam simulation. Number two, whenever you are attempting, any exam question. So these are some golden rules. Apply these golden rules. Golden rule. The first rule is called own figure rule. This is not the rule established by me. This is what suggested by examiner. Own figure rule. What does that mean? Own figure rule means, for example, just a minute. Yes. For example, if you are attempting any question, own figure rule. If you are attempting any question, for example, for any calculation question, and there are 6 steps of the question, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's suppose any of the question, investment, appraisal, acquisition, merger, whatever, and you have started the question, and you are confident that you have done right the step 1, you have done right with the step 2, but you stuck with step 3. Something you face difficulty, something you are not recalling. What you should do? Should you stop? No. Here, relax. Take a sip of water. Remember your God Allah. And do your best. Irrespectively, right or wrong. For example, whatever you have done, it's become wrong. It's this part, do your best, and it's become wrong. Examiner says that the third step, whatever you have done, we will assume this figure as a right figure. This is called own figure rule. And we will check your rest of the step. If your rest of the steps become right in the steps, in the procedure, we will give you full marks except step 3. For step 3, we will give you limited marks or maybe 0 marks. The worst scenario. But rest of the part become right. So why you have a fear? If the examiner has given you this freedom, this golden rule is the policy of the ACC exam. So what fear you have? I observe the students, if I give or the question, or students attend the question by yourself, by him or herself. So step 1, 2, 3, third one is difficult. So they just ignore the question, shut down the question, refer the solution, even for the rest of the parts. No, don't do this. Do the question in a manner you are sitting in the examination hall. If you are sitting in the examination hall, you have to work out in this manner. So why don't you practice in this way? So whenever you are attempting my mock or your own workings, own practice, apply golden rule, own figure rule. Number 2, another golden rule, double A. Double A. Never forget double A, which means whenever you are going to the examination hall, for example, you step in, your first step in the examination hall, what your brain, what your mindset should develop, how the brain should work. Your brain should work in a manner. Always remember my statement. I am here in the examination hall to attempt 100% appropriate paper, not 100% accurate paper. Examiner never expect that you have to attempt 100% accurate. Student, what the ACCA expecting to attempt appropriate paper, Not any human being. It's possible for not any human being to attempt any of the AFM exam or strategic professional level exam 100% accurate during 3 hours 15 minutes. It's not possible. But what you are expecting when you are practicing the question with theory and calculation, I have to work out with the accuracy 100% accurate for the calculation. The answer should be 3.2345 million. You are you people are very much senti. Your sentiments only belong to calculation. But what about the sentiment belongs to theory? So you have to attempt questions that I have to perform appropriate in term of calculation, theory both. And number 3, don't be afraid. आपने घबराना नहीं है. Which means don't be afraid and keep moving. Never stop. Whenever you start any question, till the question not become completed, you don't stop. For example, any of the student start exam simulation, the first 50 marks question, in my experience, the 20 years has gone. In my experience, very first time the student start exam simulation, out of 50 marks, maximum you will be able to attempt 25, 26 marks. Very first time. Don't worry. The first time, it happens. But what if this first time you will apply the things during examination hall? You will not be able to pass. Before the exam, do practice. So what I was saying, very first time, maximum, you will be able to attempt 30 marks question out of 50. But the things will improve over the time. So what I was saying, if 90 minutes time, you just complete 32 marks question, no worries. Take your more time, 30 more minutes, but complete your question. For very first time, the 25 marks question, you just attempt 12 marks question within 45 minutes. Don't worry. Complete, take your time, complete your question. The things will improve over the time. As a tutor, any of the tutor in the world can only provide the direction. But your growth depends on, once again I must say, growth depends on your self-attempt, then accept the mistakes, and then reattempt more questions. That's called growth. And this third rule, don't stop, keep moving, also apply with each question. For example, if you stuck somewhere, don't worry. As I said earlier, with own figure rule. Step 1 good, step 2 good, step 3 you stuck. Don't worry, relax. Remember your God Allah. Do your best for calculation or theory, anything, and move on. And inshallah, at the end of the day, you will be able to complete your 100% paper and you will get success. That's the point. So that is the point about the exam simulations, including mock exams, practice questions, and remember some key rules. I know that today's session is for the highest motivation for you. But do remember, after this session, you become motivated. But you need to maintain this motivation. That's called discipline. That's important. So students, that is all from my side. This is what about the complete 6 weeks planner. The very first milestone you need to achieve is that coming Saturday, the mid-mock, you have to attempt for advanced investment appraisal and acquisition budget. Number 2, have to work out with the simultaneous approach. If you have any question, you can ask me. This Excel file is your property. You and me collectively put effort to build this Excel file. You are here to take in the live session, or some students observing the session as the recording, and I'm the person who deliver that. So it's a combined effort. That's a problem. So from the coming week, I will start the quick revision content of the syllabus areas based on this checklist, and over the time I will share. In fact, I have attached the revision questions as well, so you will work out accordingly. The question grid is already available here. Don't worry. So things will go on accordingly. Student, from my side, that's all over. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can ask me on the WhatsApp. I'm going to stop this video, and whoever taking the live session can ask any question to me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take care a lot. Allah Hafiz.